Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on highlighting and contouring the face. Excuse me. So it's always fun. As you can see, I just left the foundation on from my last video, just a flat barrier, and if you want to know how to get that, watch it if you haven't. But today I'm just going to show you how to define your cheekbones, highlight areas, contour areas, minimize the areas you don't really want to see, and how to enlarge certain areas on your face. Again, we're going to be needing the concealer palette, and I'm going to have to go back to my bathroom and get my other palette. So I'll just start with the concealer, and then we can go and I'll get the other stuff. Alright, so with the concealer palette, just again that Eclipse palette from Amazon by Coastal Scents. As you can see, on the side here, there's 3 different dark colors. I like to use the darker the better, just because I feel like it shows up better, but not like this extremely dark, because that's too much. So I'd go with the middle color. And what you're going to do is you're going to follow the top of the ear down to the mouth, but leave about 2 fingers in between. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to dot all the way up. As you can see that's where my cheekbone lies. And I blend it in with my hand. And you can take your powder brush that you used earlier. There's going to be a little bit of pigment left on that, which is fine. I'm just going to help it buff. And just buff that into the hairline. So you can already kind of see the difference here. Another easy way to do it is sucking your cheeks like this. And you can see the end of my bone here. But I found that the ear trick works pretty well. I just made that up last week, so someone else has done that. Awesome. I've never heard of it before. So hopefully it works for you. Just buff that in as well. See a little bit of a difference, but the major difference is going to be when I get my other palette. So they also do a darker color. I'm going to use that the top darkest, so it's not that dark. And you go down the sides of your nose. This is the Marilyn Monroe. She used to do this. Create a shadow, more distinct nose. Oops. My nose is big anyways. You go down here, create a little V on the tip here, and buff that out. Kind of gives my nose just a more slender appearance, and you kind of want to make sure that you attach it up to the eyebrow here, just so it doesn't look disconnected. And they do a lighter color in the middle, just to create that really like longer nose shape. Another area people like to contour is the forehead, and just do almost like a little C shape to create an oval head. Here, work that back into the hairline. Same here. Work that back into the hairline. And another area is the chin. You can create like a C shape on your chin, like where the bone is at. And that just adds that. Oops. Always get that one a little bit too dark. So you can go back into a little bit lighter concealer in the area you didn't want to do that too. So like the middle here. But you can see now it's just added like a little, made my lip look a little bit powdier. See? You can even go up underneath the lip with the darker. Better get some darker since that was light. You see how that just adds that? More of a, hey there, look. Okay, so while I'm in the bathroom, I grab that palette, play I Spy or something. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. That was fast. Find anything cool? No, my purse is laying out over there. Candles, a couple other cool things. But anyways, so what you're going to need for the second part, I have this contour and blush palette. This is also a Coastal Scents palette. If you can't really see the colors. Oh, there we go. White, like a pinky or creamy white, and then a beige cream, brown, really dark brown, and 2 colors of pink. So there's a lot of clothing rules out there, and they always say that black slenderizes you and white amplifies. So it's going to make that area look bigger. So if you wear white pants, you're going to make your booty look bigger, and if you wear black pants, it's just going to like slim down and not show it as much. So the same kind of rules with makeup. Darker colors are going to minimize, and lighter colors are going to maximize that area. So with me, I like to start with the darker colors, just because if I get any fallout from the lighter color, it'll just fall into the darker, and it will just make it a little bit lighter, which is not a big deal. So today I'm just going to be using my angled brush. See what it looks like? Tell there's an angle. And my fluffy brush here. And I will possibly be using this angled brush. So I'm going to start with my darker color here. This is dark brown. I'm just going to do a little bit because it's so dark. But if you have a darker skin tone, then you'll probably be able to get away with using more. But me, I can't. So basically, I'm just going to follow that in on an angle. Where I went before, you can still see a couple of the dots, but this will just blend it right in. And this is like when I like to suck my cheeks in. Just follow that back into the hairline again. I can move my hair. See the difference that made? See the cheekbones? It looks like I have like a huge smile. Okay, should stop messing around. Alright, and just follow that in with the other side here. Sometimes I get it really dark. But it's okay because I'm going to go in with a lighter color anyways. And my blush, so it'll minimize that. I'm going to use my angled brush just because it's a smaller brush and I'll be able to get my nose a little bit better. Just follow that down. I'll just blend it with my finger. See, I just created a longer nose. A little bit over the chin. And under the lip. And I'm just going to use my brush back up here in the hairline. Kind of go across. You just don't want it to look like, oh, here's a line, here's a line, here's a line, here's a line. You just want it to kind of amplify your features here. As you can see, it's kind of done that. Alright. You can definitely see the difference. At least I hope you can. The next step is just going to be to use a lighter color here. I use like the white. I like the cream white. Whatever you prefer, just a really light color. But to me, I think the lighter looks better. You go in and you just go on top of your area here that you contoured. So under the eyes. Can you see the difference? Just kind of blends it all in. This one you can definitely see. Here's the contour. Here's the highlight. And do a highlight here in the middle. A little bit here. And just follow. It's okay to do the big brush on the lighter part. So there's that. Definitely can see a difference. And then a fun little trick I like to do the double chin trick. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it already. But you take the darker color, the brown, and I use my angle brush or my, actually I'm going to use this fluffy brush so it's not as dense and doesn't look like a line. But just take that, and this creates a shadow. I know I don't really have like much of a double chin, but sometimes when I like laugh a certain way or smile a certain way, like, it definitely looks like it. Okay. But you can see that it just created that really nice chiseled look. And if you want to even add a little bit more dark into the sides here, because you're not seeing it a lot, I like to do it darker here and then it kind of fade to where it just looks like you have such a distinct womanly figure, like cheekbones here. Sometimes I get it too dark, but that's, that's just the power of makeup. You can add, you can take away, and concealer for me is just like the savior. And like, this is a little bit too dark, and just go back in and buff it out with my lighter concealer. My lighting in here is a little bit off too, so yeah, you can definitely see that. Some people like to even do the dark powder and the concealer here, or just to give your arch a little bit more of a contour. And then you just add your blush, which I'm going to use this really dense, actually, I'm not going to do that. I just talked to a makeup artist in Los Angeles, I think it was last week, and he told me to use a more fluffy brush. So this one's actually labeled powder, but he said to use that one because it's going to create a more of a natural blush look. Which I can go into more dense of a blush look later, but I'll just do this. And you just buff that in over the top of your areas that you've already done. And you can see it's already starting to look a world of better. Alright, I'm going to do that here. Here we go. Now you can see the contoured look. Alright, well, stay tuned for my next video. I hope you enjoyed this. I think I need to actually add a little bit more blush in this side. It's also hard doing it in front of a computer screen, because this is all I get to see is myself in this computer and not in a mirror. Alright, anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. I think the next video I'm going to do is fierce brows. And as you notice, I don't have a lot of makeup on my eyes in any of my videos so far, just because I'm doing them in a series, so, stay tuned, and then at the end it'll be a complete look. Alright, well, have a wonderful day, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye.